Here's my take on the perfect nutritional day. And you can do this each and every day. But before we get there, let's cover a couple logical steps. If what you've been doing so far hasn't worked, you've got to be open to trying something new. Probably wouldn't be watching this video if you had it all figured out. If you do have it figured out, keep going, my friend. But if what you've been doing has not yet worked, and that's most of us, you got to be open to trying something new. Point number 2 is don't even do it for a single day, something that you're not going to stick with forever. That's why I'm not a big fan of Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers and all these things. They're all point systems. They're all calorie based, which is what I'm teaching through these videos. But you can't, are you really going to travel and bring Jenny Craig boxes with you? And no, you're not. And there's easier ways to do it. Once you understand a couple basic things that we go over in these videos, you can set yourself free. So make sure that nothing is off the table. You gotta live your life and enjoy the food and drinks that you eat. If that makes sense and you're willing to do steps 1 and 2, let's go to step 3. Cannot encourage you enough to give intermittent fasting a try. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't at this point. Maybe it sounds really scary. I saw it for years and I was like, I don't want to lose all my muscle. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be starving all the time. None of those things come true. In fact, this is the strongest I've ever been and the most effortlessly lean I've ever been. And then my internal health, thanks doc, is off the charts. This is the healthiest I've ever been and the most flexibility I've ever had with nutrition. Tonight we're having burgers and probably a couple glasses of wine. And it's not just because, it's not a cheat day, it's just because it's Tuesday night and we feel like having it. Because I have it in my caloric budget. So it's been around forever. The Greeks did it, our ancestors did it before them. Lower signs of heart rate, heart disease, so many internal health factors. And if you do that, that leads me to the last point, which is developing the right framework. So the right framework is simply a plug and play system built for you that you know you're sticking to every day. Right now, your framework might be breakfast, lunch, dinner with snacks in between, some dessert. If that's not working for you, you got to change the framework. So intermittent fasting condenses the hours with which you're going to eat. You'll get over the hunger pangs within 2 to 3 days, guys, I promise. And then now you're eating between the hours of 12 and 8 to start. There are more advanced ways to go further down the line, but you're eating the same amount of calories, your caloric limit, within a much more condensed window. It means you get to eat more at each meal and you don't feel like you're dieting. This is going to take me to my last point, which is the perfect framework, especially if you are including intermittent fasting. So the perfect framework that I guarantee you'll start to see progress and see weight come off immediately is lunch and dinner, right? We're eliminating snacks, but you're gonna have big meals at lunch and dinner, and especially dinner because that's gonna carry you through the next day more easily. Lunch and dinner, no snacks. Here's what I want you to have for lunch. You got basically 2 options. You can have a big salad with some protein, a little bit of fat, like feta cheese, avocado, something like that. Or you can have a green smoothie with protein. And I'll give you the ingredient list on that one. But if you do that, that's gonna set you up at about 400 or 500 calories with a good amount of protein. So you got high protein, low calorie at lunch. And then at dinner, you get to sit back and do what I'm doing tonight, which is eat basically whatever you want. Obviously within some type of reason, but it's very, very, very simple. If you're nailing lunch, you can kick back and have whatever you want for dinner and just watch the weight come off. This is what I do every single day. Now that I'm more advanced, I typically skip lunch. That's another post. But the right framework will set you free. Appreciate you guys watching this. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know what you need. What would make your life easier if we made that for you? Because that's what we were set out to do with this free text platform. Please do text sign up if you haven't yet. 833-355-0382 in the notes below. Let me know what you guys need. See you soon.